Welcome back to the Fitness Beyond 30 podcast. I'm Chris Cooper, and thank you for taking the time to check in and give us a listen. Today's topic starts with a question. What did you expect your last decade to look like? Regardless of how old you are, whether you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, or beyond, what were your expectations of the last 10 years of your life? For most of my adult life, I've worked in a gym. Now, as I started my career, I thought I'd be able to train hard multiple times a day and look like so many of the athletes I'd seen in magazines or on TV. What didn't really click for me was that if I wanted to be a successful personal trainer, I was going to need to be in the gym all day, but I was going to have to be training other people, not just myself. I didn't expect to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning every day and in the gym by 4:30. I didn't expect to try to fit both meals and a workout into a 15, maybe 30-minute window. I didn't expect to be physically exhausted at the end of my day and struggle to do anything but work. Kind of unknowingly, I set myself up for failure with unrealistic expectations of myself, and as a result, was constantly disappointed with my results in the gym. Now, as I started to get a better handle on my schedule and what I should expect from myself day in and day out, I was able to make adjustments and start feeling a lot better about my training and the results I was getting. My expectations had been tied to an outcome-based goal, and I didn't factor in the lifestyle I was leading, and I didn't have a well thought out or executed plan. How often has this happened to you? You set off into the gym with an expectation and it doesn't get met. How do you feel? What are the thoughts that run through your mind? Now, over the years, my conversations sound a lot like this. Clients would say to me, I think I should be able to do, and then they would say whatever the physical thing was, whatever the challenge was, whatever the physical thing that they'd seen or heard of. And I'd be like, okay, well, where did that come from? And they'd shrug their shoulders and they'd be like, I don't know. I just think I should be able to do it. I saw so-and-so do it. Got it. We've set our expectations based on thoughts we have, things we used to do, stories we've heard, and now social media posts where we have no context for the image or videos we see. And most of the time, this leaves us feeling frustrated and disappointed. If we're going to continue to stay fit and healthy as we age, or if we're going to make the leap and get fit and healthy, then we need to do a better job managing our expectations. It's key to setting realistic goals for ourselves and enjoying the process as we do it. So let's unpack how we can start to manage our expectations and think about realistic, achievable goals and embrace the changes that come with aging. Setting expectations. This one might be a little more interactive than the last one, and we're going to get started early. So grab your pen and paper or open up the Notes app in your phone. And the first thing I want you to write down is this. What did I expect from myself physically right now? Hold on, that sucked. The first thing I want you to write down is this. What do you expect of yourself physically right now? What do you believe you should be able to do at any given moment? It could be run a mile or a 5K. Maybe it's a certain number of push-ups or pull-ups. It could even be feel comfortable with getting into a bathing suit or safely picking up my kids or grandkids. Take a second and write it down. My next question is this. Why is it your expectation? These two questions are going to be at the center of our discussion because before we can even talk about goal setting, we need to talk about what we can expect from ourselves. Take a look at what you wrote down. How realistic are those expectations? Could you get up and do those things right now? How long do you think it would take to prepare yourself to do it? All right, right now, my expectation is to train 5 days a week for 45 to 60 minutes. I'm not as concerned with what I do in those 60 minutes as I am with just dedicating the time to training. Is it the goal I want to have? No. I want to be able to do two-a-day workouts the way I used to. I want to be able to push myself and set PRs again. And if I had those expectations of myself, every day I'd feel like I was a failure, and I would be constantly disappointed with my training. Life is stressful, and I'm not getting a ton of sleep at the moment. And I know how easy it is for me to get wrapped up in other stuff. So if I can dedicate 45 to 60 minutes multiple times a week, I consider it a win. It's not where I want to be, and it's not what I was able to do just a few years ago. But right now, this is what I've got. I'm at a different spot right now than I've been in the years past. And if I don't adjust and manage what I can expect for myself, it would be really hard for me to accept where I'm at and where I'm going. Can you relate to this? Where in your fitness journey have you set yourself up with a personal expectation and been disappointed when you couldn't meet them? Getting in shape or staying in shape can be frustrating. Have you ever taken 2 weeks off from working out? How did you feel when you came back? Terrible, right? You go on vacation and you enjoy the downtime just to get back into the gym and wonder what the hell happened while you were away. Where did it all go? Did I lose it? Things happen. Work gets busy. Kids get sick. Your schedule gets thrown off. But regardless of the time away, we all expect to just walk right back in and be like we never left. But is this what really happens? The easiest way to manage your expectations is not to have any. However, I haven't found a lot of people over the years who can do this. Even if it's on a subconscious level, we always have an expectation. So what do we do about it? We get better at setting and managing our expectations. Now let's break this down. Setting expectations needs to involve clear communication and understanding, whether it's with other people or just ourselves. So here's a basic framework to help us set and manage expectations effectively. I call it the CRS Framework. 1. Be clear and specific. Define what you expect in clear and precise terms. Avoid vague language. I know so many people that use vague language as an out for themselves, so they don't have to commit to a thing, and it helps with the feeling of failure if they don't actually get to accomplish it. So be specific about what you want and need and write it down. 2. Remember why it's important to you. Make sure you understand not only what is expected, but also why it's important. This will help keep you inspired when shit gets difficult. Number 3 is communicate openly. Share your expectations openly with other people. It could be training partners, maybe coaches, anyone you believe that will help you along the way. Number 4, resources and support. Make sure you have the necessary resources, training, and support to meet your expectations. If you're going to be successful, you can't do this on your own. Number 5, create milestones. You need to have set realistic goals and the steps needed to achieve them. This helps align efforts and reduces misunderstandings. Take into account your capabilities, limitations, and perspective. This will help you in setting realistic expectations. Number 6, recognize and reward. Recognize and reward progress and achievements. Positive reinforcement helps motivate and reinforce the desired behavior. Now, this is something I suck at. I suck at recognizing and rewarding my efforts. I'm great about noticing it in other people, but me, I'm terrible at it for myself. But it's an important thing to help get you through. Put some solid thought into how you might recognize and reward yourself along the way. Number 7, set deadlines. Establish deadlines for when you expect tasks or milestones to be completed. This helps in managing time and tracking progress. Just remember to be flexible. Sometimes things don't go as planned. Be open to adjusting expectations if necessary, and talk about them openly with your people. Getting close to the end now. Number 8, check in regularly. Monitor progress and get feedback. Regular check-ins will help address any issues early on and keep everyone on track. Number 9, scale it. After a check-in, allow yourself to scale it either up or scale it back. What good is a check-in if you don't allow for the proper modifications? What do you need? What can you handle? Make the next appropriate step. Our final one is number 10, review and reflect. After completing a task or a project, review how well the expectations were met and reflect on what worked and what didn't. Use this insight to improve your future expectations. Now, I get it. It can be hard to feel successful with fitness and nutrition. We're always comparing ourselves to someone else or a previous version of ourselves, and we're rarely satisfied with where we're at. Now, getting older brings with it a lot of change and things we need to adjust for. Along the way, it's important to manage your expectations so we can continue to enjoy the journey and not resent it. I hope this podcast gave you some good tips to help you as you continue to set expectations for yourself. Now, do me 2 favors. 1, look over those notes you took before and spend some time thinking about what expectations. Let's do that again. Do me 2 favors. Look over those notes you took before and spend some time thinking about what your expectations for this fall are. As the weather gets cold and the holidays get closer, what expectations do you have for your fitness? Now remember to follow the CRS Framework so you can help ensure that you've got a clear understanding of what you expect and how to achieve it. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. It's been a pleasure to have these conversations with you. This podcast is all about expanding our knowledge, connecting on a deeper level, and becoming the best version of ourselves. If you enjoyed what you heard today, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with others who might enjoy it. Until next time, keep moving, stay curious, and embrace the uncomfortable. We'll see you on the next episode.